color, camel it's called. And those are very good colors. I like those colors. Very bright, very shiny, very strong. So this, I poured a bit of color inside. A bit of color, it's like this, you know, not more than that, inside. Then turpentine. This is diluted by about 90-10. 10% oil color and 90% turpentine. And for residency. And I'm really happy, you know, to be here, to create. I created so far 8 paintings and it was really great. 5 of them are now exhibiting in the Israeli embassy. We have 3 remaining there. If you want, you can watch what this whole technique is about, because I created all the paintings in this technique. By the way, you understand English? Yeah, because my Nepali is very poor. I know only Tara, Ani, Bermanda. This is the only thing I know. Yeah, I said it right. Tara, Ani, Bermanda, galaxies and stars. Yeah. Okay. I've been delivering. No, first of all, let's know each other. Just for a short name. Bigata.
Yes, I'm visual artist.
Visual. You are from here?
Yes, from here.
Okay, Raju, I know. Can you speak a bit louder? Okay, Raju.
I'm from India and I stay here. I'm a painter and writer.
Ta? Sobita, okay. Okay.
I'm Ishan Pariyar. I'm from Pokhara and I'm doing master's degree.
Okay, I'll be in Pokhara on Sunday. Tomorrow, I'll be in Pokhara. I'm flying to Pokhara for the Annapurna trek.
I'm Mirna Bamiye. I'm a resident at KCAC. I'm from Palestine. I'm a video artist, but I do painting sometimes.
Okay, so good to know you. I'll just tell you a bit about myself. My name is Ted, as I said. Lately I'm traveling a lot, you know, teaching this technique. I founded a group, an artist group. The name is the Current Art Group. And we have shows and exhibitions around the world. We had a show in New York in October. We had a show in another show in New York in November with the Dacia Gallery from New York. We had a show during the Art Basel in Miami. You know, you heard about Art Basel? It's a very big art event in Miami, and we had a show. We brought there 21 artists from all over the world to Miami, from the Current Art Group, and we had a show in Paris in January at the Mémoire de l'Avenir Gallery, and we will have more. So what I would suggest you as artists, if you want to express yourself a bit more or maybe exhibit outside of your country, join the group. Join the group, it's free, no charge. You can enter in LinkedIn or in Facebook, the Current Art Group, say join and you're in. When I'm curating shows, I'm picking artists from the group. I'm just looking at, now don't just join, push the button and join. Upload your works, speak with people, interact, you know, be involved, and then we can note you. My main theme is galaxies and stars, as I said, Tara, Ani, Bermanda, and I'm doing it for about 16 years. I developed this technique, you know, by trial and error. It wasn't just like that this technique popped out. It took several years to develop it. It's a very, very simple technique, very simple technique. I call it the fly. Which is the free the life within you technique, and it speaks about freedom of expression. And I just want to make one thing very clear here. I'm not here to teach you to paint. I'm sure that you are much better painters than I am. I'm just offering you another way of expression. You can take it, use it, free of charge. First layer, okay, imagine there is gesso here. And we are now starting the painting itself. As I said, everything is done on the canvas. So I'm using on the canvas mainly three ingredients. The first one is acrylic, diluted by water. The second one is oil colors, diluted by turpentine. Yeah, and you have here excellent turpentine. The best turpentine, and it's you know, in my country there is turpentine that is more like gasoline. And I saw that there is turpentine like gasoline here as well, but this is pure turpentine, as in excellent, and it doesn't smell. You know, it has a slight smell. I like the smell of turpentine. There are some people that are allergic to that, and I wrote in Facebook, if you're allergic to turpentine, don't come. So oil colors diluted by turpentine, and I use in my studio lacquers as well. Lacquers. You know lacquers? What lacquers? Lacquers, I use yacht varnish, it's called, for painting yachts. It gives a very, very special structure and mixture when it mixes together with the tar and the oil colors. And it's smoothened, you know, I can paint, and then I put a lacquer, and it's like make it all in unity, but we don't have lacquers here, so we don't have gesso, we don't have lacquers, but we have your imagination, so use it. How it looks. Acrylic diluted by water, yeah? Okay, now you understand what I mean by leveling? I put it here. I level it till it stops. Okay? Now, I'm taking a bit of, this is tar, diluted by turpentine. This is tar as well, less diluted. You can use this and this, no problem. I have more tar here. Tar is, I hope we won't have problem with the turpentine. Some of you brought turpentine, by the way? Yeah, you brought turpentine?
Quality is not that good.
Okay, but you brought, okay. I hope that we'll have enough, because turpentine goes very rapidly in this technique. Now, you can get closer just to see what happens here, because the mixture of, you know, acrylic dries very quickly. Acrylic by water, and tar dries very slowly. Okay, and they are very different. This is diluted by turpentine, this is by water, and they just distract each other. They like push each other, and then they form very interesting forms. You'll see in a minute. Very interesting forms. It depends on how you dilute those matters, because if you dilute it too much, it won't happen. If you dilute it. Get closer. Just a small reminder, yeah, we are here from 11:30, and look what you created. This is one of the magic aspects of this workshop, but that it really, and it happens all the time. I delivered a lot of workshops, and the happiness and the creativity here happens every time, and I'm very glad that because you caught it. There are some marvelous works here. What I'm going to show you now is another aspect of this technique that you can use. You know, you can take what you learned so far and be happy with that, but I'll just offer you another way to do it. Now, just remember, to those that heard me from the first time, that in the original technique, I use as the first layer gesso. Okay, I use gesso to form, to have forms here. This is a very good canvas because it has structure in it. The gesso makes structures in it, and then when the colors are on top of the canvas, they move according to the structures of the canvas. And if there is gesso, I can make eyes, I can make galaxies, stars, human organs, whatever I want. Okay, you can see it. You can enter my site and see things that, and I've done everything in this technique. Another thing that I use in this technique is this. How you say it in Nepali? This sponge? Sponge, the same thing? Okay, I'm improving my Nepali slowly. Sponge. And with this, because you know I'm painting galaxies, stars, I use basically I use it in large canvases, you know, because this mainly needs large movements. I show you how. So I show you in small, and you can imagine how it's how it can be created on larger scales. Okay, so imagine in a big canvas with very swift moves. And like aggressive moves, you can make a very big forms. And on top of that, because now it has boundaries, you see? If I put more color, for example, I would put more yellow. I will make like a boundary within. Okay? Now if I pour color, this is acrylic?
Oil.
No, this is oil. You have acrylic? If I put acrylic inside, not much acrylic, I'll put acrylic inside, it will keep the boundaries, it won't split. It will keep the boundaries and it goes with the sponge, because this is like a root for him, okay? This is tar, but it's too much heavy. I need a lighter tar. Can you bring me the tar that I have? Little tar will do the work. And now it forms this is natural bounding of the tar, you know, boundaries. So there is this natural boundaries, and now I can manipulate it and make it run as I want. Okay? And I can move it to the other direction. Now, if I see that there is, I saw in your paintings that sometimes, because you work with tar, and you work with tar which is dense and not too much diluted by turpentine, so there is a bunch of black tar in a certain area of your painting. If you want to dilute it, you need to use other straight turpentine, but this time don't use straight turpentine, but oil color diluted by turpentine, okay? So here, the best would be here to have that can be resolved in this technique by tar and oil colors together, okay? And now it goes on the same route, you see? It goes in the same route. Because it is a natural happening that the tar is heavier than the acrylic, and it goes underneath and it makes this route. This is a natural boundary. It's not something that I made. It is naturally formed, okay? And now you can still go with it. Okay? So we had this. Hello again. Hello. You know, we met just a few hours ago, and look what you managed to create. It's a tradition in my workshop that in every workshop, in the end, I gather all the artists before they go, and I just show them. This is, I think, the magic of all this, that things can happen naturally, spontaneously, and the free expression of each one of you. And I think really there are some amazing works here, amazing works, full of expression, full of light, full of color. And I really hope that you'll take it, you know, and you don't have just to paint with this, you know, but sometimes you can use it, you can play with it, you can experiment it, you can improve it, you can send me, you know, what you thought about it. We can be connected in Facebook or in LinkedIn. Join the Current Art group and just write there about you, about what you're doing, upload works, talk with me, and then we can be in connection. And I think it was we had a we were very lucky, you know, with the weather, that we had this opportunity to work in this marvelous place outside. And I really thank you for coming, for participating, and being part of this. So, namaste. And thanks Sanjeev and Sangeeta for allowing this, you know. They spend a lot of hours preparing and organizing all this. Okay, Tanebad.
Can you say your groups again?
Yeah, the Current Art Group. Current Art, C-U-R-R-E-N-T. Current Art Group. As well. Okay? Thank you. If you use and diluted by KCAC, use these ones because those are melted. Yeah? So I'll get you more. I have more cans. Ah, here there are cans. Good.
The camera
To what? Just a suggestion, okay? Turn the camera.
black.
I give you just a suggestion, okay? You see, this, all this matter of working, painting, it's like music, you know, there's like a balance. Area, you have a red area. Try to do the same, this shape, color here. Okay, so red. Yeah, it could be a certain color. That's just a suggestion, you can do whatever you want, you know? And then we'll think how to connect it. Okay?
Red already this one.
You know.
More water. It's thicker. Ah, okay. Yeah.